Oh man, I have missed music. Okay, as I typed in the chat, I am trying the YouTube music. It's supposedly license free, but that is, of course, with YouTube. I don't know what Twitch is going to do, but I couldn't stand the quiet anymore. And I love music. I love music. And it's just one of those happy kind of days that I wanted music. My face is in the shadow because we have the brightest sunshine we have had for months coming in my window, and I didn't feel like drawing the curtains. I wanted that sunshine, so just enjoy it. It's coming in there through my windows, giving my peace lilies a little bit of jolt of energy, maybe. Maybe they'll bloom. They bloom all the time, really. They just, every now and then they send up one of those white shoots and have a flower, which makes me happy. Okay, I am going to do some flying today, and then I'm going to spin some fiber that is from a sheep called the California Red, and I was going to look that up. I'll do that later, because it is not red. It is one of those rare breeds that they call that, and we'll talk about it when I get it out. But right now I want to get this yarn that I have been spinning that was a dyed plus regular mixture. This is the first two bobbins. I have a wonderful squishy bulky yarn. It's really cool, and I'll have another one like this when I get done today, and that's what I want to finish up. So let's go to the Roberta. You know, I just realized I typed that, and somebody coming into the chat's not going to see it anyway. Oh well. And also, before I go, while I was going through all this thought process about the YouTube music and everything, I was thinking, you know, I would love to just sit here and listen to the music and spin and not talk. Of course, that's not what people come to stream for, I don't think. You want music, you can put on your own music, you can listen to any number of sources of streaming music, radio, you know, that's not what they want. But what I would do was, if there was a conversation going, do it in the chat instead of talking, which of course I would have to stop spinning to do. And I know I couldn't make it through a whole stream. When I was doing the meditation streams, I basically shut the chat away so that I wouldn't see it if anybody said anything. And I was able to be quiet during those times. I never did talk during those times. So anyway, enjoy the music. I'm going to. Of course, I never know how loud it is on your end. But I am going to take it up just a scooch. Almost caved and said I would not do a stream today. I walked up to the mailbox and paper box, because we get the Sunday paper, picked up the paper and yesterday's mail. It was warming up. It's going to continue to warm up, and it was like, I really want to be outside. The problem with springtime and all of the springtime things that need to be done, the mowing in particular, it has to dry off first. Actually, that's true most of the summer. We don't do it until later afternoon. And hubby gets into that kind of habit, right? You don't come until later afternoon. I finally said to him before, I told him I was going to come get on the stream, and I finally said to him, why aren't you out mowing? He says, I know, I'm going. But right now, what needs done is a couple garden beds cleaned out. And that means getting dirty. And I could have done it this morning, but I didn't feel like it. Okay, that sounds loud. That is one thing. Pretzel seems to have been softer. This YouTube music seems louder. I am stopping a lot while I'm playing because I didn't stop much when I was spinning, and I am pulling out. There's actually a piece of trash there. You know, I'm pulling stuff out of it as I'm playing that I specifically didn't stop and pull out. There's a lot of hay in this flavor. Like that big chunk? My goodness. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Going to a fiber fair Friday. So much to talk about on Sunday. I will not stream Thursday night. What I haven't decided is whether I'll stream Wednesday night. I may. Have to see how my week goes. Right now, not too much is going on. That I have to be actively involved with. Oh, that's a pigtail. Oh, it's trash. Ended up with extra twist in the singles on this because of the fact they put so much bits and bops, little bits in fiber, trying to be artistic, which is what I'm spinning, plying over right now, this kind of clump of fiber. And as I try to spin and those clumps of fiber come along, I tend to slow down. That holds the single, and the twist builds up, right? So I'm getting a lot of where the single is twisting back on itself. I have to watch. I don't want to apply that into that two ply. Label my skein here. I need to do that. And I remember, I got it written down how much I got out of there. Where's it here? 104 yards. Okay. That's what I thought. Label. I was thinking about it. Okay, there we go. Now it's official. Can I move it? I didn't move it. There we go. I think, unfortunately, I got the second skein with a little larger reps per inch. Really won't matter, I don't think, for what I knit, but hi, Kay. Welcome. Happy Sunday afternoon. How you doing today? And what you doing today? I walked up to the mailbox and got the mail and newspaper. Sunday, we only get the Sunday paper today, and there's dandelions everywhere. Oh, you started sweeping your sweater. Very good. I have to decide what I'm going to take with me when we go to Florida. We don't leave for another week. I've got time to think about it. But I don't know what I want to take. Probably just a sock. I'll probably work on that second sock. That's little. Doesn't take a lot of room. Yep. Still got a big tail. Oh, way up here. Come on. Okay, I'm not sure I like this music. It's a bit. It's supposed to be happy, calm. It's a bit strident there. Well, I'm going to have a pigtail in this. I'm going to end up breaking it. Get it done. I can do this. Come on, so close. There we go. Okay. Fortunately, all these songs seem to be about 2 minutes long, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's experiment. Trying out the YouTube music channel, which of course is license free for YouTube. Don't know if it's going to be for Twitch, but I missed the music. I don't know who sets the labels or genre of these music things. I picked calm, bright, and cheerful. I guess that fits under bright. I don't know how they label this one. I don't know if the musicians get to pick it or if the YouTube has a vetting thing that they decide. But my thought was, you really want your music to be heard, you're going to put calm on there no matter whether it is or not, because that's generally, I think, what a lot of people pick for streaming. Whether it's calm or not. Two out of three. Sure, this song will put you right to sleep. Yeah, right. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, I'm changing this thing. They put the same label together, so you end up with the same group, which has the same sound, of course. So we're gonna switch down here. There'll be back, but let's try this one for a little bit. Kay, your name, Kay's on coffee, makes me. I had a cup of coffee half an hour ago, right before. I was all ready, and I was like, I'm gonna take a coffee break. We had a little coffee left over from this morning. I'll tell you what, that cup of coffee tasted better than it did this morning. I had to warm it up. I had to nuke it, but that has nothing to do with it. For some reason, I just really wanted a cup of coffee. Wow, chunky bobbin. I'm gonna stuff this one really full. Because I got quite a bit here on these bobbins. We didn't have internet this morning. I was like, oh, here we go again. Came back around noon. I don't know if they think that everybody is not using the internet on Sunday morning or what, but you're sleepy today? Yeah, I drink so much coffee, I can drink it up till about 5 o'clock. But I try not to. And I have a lot of tea, so I don't like decaf coffee, but I go for the decaf teas. Those are better. I got a catalog from Plum Deluxe. Ooh, they had some good sounding teas, and I don't need teas. But boy, they sounded good. Alright, I think I'm gonna call that a full button. And I'll just have a join this game. Hello, Lazamy. How are you? You are here. Trying to. Oh no, taxes. I just finished ours this week and sent them. I officially had to mail 2 of them. One of them I did the electronic, and I just got that taken care of this week. And you know, it has nothing to do with the fact that we owe money. It's just plain I never feel like what I send in is going to be right. I use software. I use computer software, right? But I just, like the saying goes, death and taxes. So, but it's done. I was real glad about that. So I hope it goes well for you too. We are still owed a refund from 2019. That, of course, was the filing date. They put it on up till May, I think, or something like that in 2020 because of the pandemic, and then we got part of the refund, but there was something we came across that we discovered we should have put on the taxes, which was actually to our favor. Well, it wasn't to our favor, but it still was something that we rarely do, and that was my husband got his insurance from healthcare.gov. Turns out that's considered income, and you have to put that on there as income. Fortunately, we still are to due the money back, so we're still in the process of getting that one straightened out. I think that would be, you wouldn't have to work with people. You'd be working figures, papers, forms, computer, at your desk, right? It's not a social thing. It's not that at all. But, to review taxes and go through all that would not be my ideal job. I can think of a lot of jobs I'd rather do. Although, I like the idea of a desk job. I had a job that was not a desk job for so many years, right? That the idea of a desk job makes me feel like working again, but I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna work. There's a lot of times I say that I feel like my life here at home is a desk job because I take care of all the paperwork. So, you will end up, oh, what's in the mail today? Could be good news, could be bad news. It's probably something I got to deal with. But that's everybody's life. Everybody has that. One of these sheep is a very messy eater. There is so much hay in this. I would guess it's the gray because the hay bits are not dyed and the blue is dyed. So this is a blend of a blue that's been dyed in a natural gray, and I have a feeling that the hay must have been from that black sheep. Sheep was a messy eater. Getting almost done. I see bare bobbin. That could have come out wrong. So it's almost done here. Well, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you saying so. I have not had music for a while, so I kept getting muted. We'll see if I get muted again. Maybe I'll just learn to live with being muted. Twitch is twitchy. Thinks, certain songs don't have the rights. You don't have the right to play certain songs, even though Pretzel says she does. Today I'm trying the YouTube collection of music. Mass Bandit, hello. I am doing great. How are you? I hope all's well with you. Nice to see you. I am happy today that the sun is shining. We're warming up because the rest of the week it's supposed to rain. It's that April showers bring May flowers. It's a seasonal thing. Oh, I learned something new this week. Which isn't, I mean, it's not that big deal. We're going to get a weather lesson. All right? The other day, it's been cold, cold, cold. And hubby and I are out running errands. He ran into the store. I'm sitting in the car. It had been raining most of our time that we were out. And I'm sitting in the car, and this hard pellet white stuff starts falling. And I'm watching it on the windshield and on like the window right beside me here, watching those little pellets just hit and then slowly melt away. It was, it was like, oh, that's so cool. But it wasn't hail, and it wasn't sleet because it didn't go splat like it's still liquid. It was almost like what you would call seed beads in solid white. So I didn't think anything about it. I just figured it was, whether it was just like tiny hail or whatever. But then the weatherman came on. When we got home that evening, we were watching the weather, and he was talking all about it. There's a name for it. It is called Graupel. Graupel. And it is exactly what I said. It's a little pellet of ice. It is not considered hail. It's not considered snow. It has its own specific name. And it's very rare. It's very rare. Atmospheric conditions have to be exactly right for it to happen. And here's your other weather fact that I thought was so cool that he said, if you're looking, into the sky, and you always can see the real dark clouds and the dark running down to the earth, and, you can see the rain over there, right? Because the clouds are real dark. That's what we always say. Oh, look, it's raining over there. You can see the rain coming down. Well, he says if you had the opportunity, and they actually had a picture of it, somebody had gotten a picture of seeing the Graupel come down, it's white streaks in the black clouds, right? Because it is so white that even the streaks of it coming down to the ground look white when you're looking at it from the distance like you do rain. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I learned something. I learned a new word. Learned some weather. Trivia. Pretty cool. Oh, I am at the end here of one bobbin, which is why it's not spun at all. Oh man, it came out real close. Let's see if I can wrap this. Get the other end. There it is. Yeah. I have a little hard time applying this. I gotta catch it up in the middle of these two. Just like that. All right. Okay. I will skein that off another time. I got a couple empty bobbins, don't need to do that right now. Okay, gonna have a little sheep breed lesson here. Get this to the side. Maybe. Okay. I brought up the Oklahoma State Education. They have breeds of all sorts of animals, and I always go to them for sheep breeds. I have several books also that talk about sheep breeds, but to get a book out, and it's just so much easier and quicker to Google. Now, I said, okay, the name of the breed of the sheep is California Red Sheep. That's what I'm going to be spinning next. And I said that the sheep is not red, but actually the sheep's face is red. And I am going to put this link for you all to click so that you can go and see this sheep with the red face, because it's really pretty. And of course, what you'll see there is exactly what I'm going to read some of to you about the breed. It was developed in 1970, so this is not one of these breeds of sheep that have been around since time historical. This is a breed of sheep that is new and related to the United States. It was created specifically by a Dr. Glenn Spurlock by breeding Tunis, which is a breed of sheep, and the Barbados sheep in California. They were looking for, it doesn't say that on here, but I know that when they do this, they were looking for a breed of sheep that would thrive in specific areas. Maybe it's dry, maybe there's little grazing. They're always have in the back of their mind that the sheep is being raised for meat. Fiber is sometimes important, sometimes not. Most often they'll start out making the breed of sheep for the meat, and then all of a sudden realize, well, this wool's pretty nice, and they start breeding in, the culling and keeping the nicer and nicer fleece, and keep breeding those until they get a pretty nice fleece. They're medium size, although I always laugh at that because a ram will weigh 200 to 250 pounds. You're going to know that animal is standing next to you if you go out in the field and the ram comes up and says hello. The ewes are smaller and probably, I'm sure, easier to handle. They are naturally hornless, and they can breed more frequently than once a year, and they aim for like 3 lamb crops in 2 years. The lambs are born a bright red. Then that's kept on the legs and head, and the fleece turns beige or oatmeal color. And I'm sure that's, kind of specific to the breed and the fleece and the genetics and all that, how much it's really white, beige, or whatever. The wool is silky in texture and it has a specialty market with the hand spinners and weavers. Staple length is 3 to 6 inches, and the wool has a Bradford count of 50 to 60. Okay, it is not bad, but it is by no means as soft as merino, which is, in its super, super soft, is down around in the 20s, and 30 to 40 is still considered somewhat, pretty soft. So 50 to 60 is your standard wool, and that makes it pretty sturdy too. So take a look at that link if you're interested in seeing a really neat sheep. And I have music with it's that same group. I have music with words. That's the first. All right. I think I need to go to the next page here. Where's page 2? Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something. All right. So I changed. Hopefully we don't get any more words in the music. That's one setting Prince will let you do, and I guess either I don't know where that is or I just lucked out there and didn't have any words for a while. So here is what I'm going to be spinning. It is raised by Walhalla Tunis. They are in Arizona. And as you can see, they have dark faces and dark feet. But as you also can see, the wool is not creamy white, off-white. I don't consider that dark enough to be oatmeal. I like, more brown. But that's... And the story about this is I was doing the breed studies and following a specific specific list for thing that was trying to hit certain breeds. And in the process of buying for that, I just was looking at what she had, and I thought, I'm going to try that. And I had quite a little period of time where I bought quite a bit of her fleece for this because she tends to raise rare breeds. It is called Queen Creek, Arizona, Lazenby. That's that's what it's called, Queens Creek, Arizona. So the other thing that's really cool about this fiber, if you know, a lot of fiber is just I'm going to go to the other camera. Hold on a minute here. Okay, as you know, a lot of times fiber is just in great big balls. Look back there behind me. Which way? That way. See that gray fiber? See how it's all wrapped up in a big ball? That's the way usually fiber comes. You drive through there anytime you go to Phoenix. Cool. That's cool. This was done at a mill that does all of her fiber, and it looks like a skein of yarn, and it has a center pole, just like this, which is just, I had not run into that anywhere else, right? So this is 4 ounces, and I want to spin 2 ounces, so I'm going to pull out and wrap into a ball and weigh it as I do this. Okay, so I get my 2 ounces. It's just so cool. It's just so unusual. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll go back to the other camera. Get my scale. I'm just going to be guessing how much to pull out of here and wrapping it in a ball so I can weigh it. I have worked with California Red one other time. I will say that the sample I had of that was not as nice as this. This is a lot nicer, softer. All right, gonna keep winding. I just love that center pole fiber. I think I have one more of a different breed, and I won't have any more of hers. I've spun it all up. Just about there. This should be it. Yep. There we go. Now I have 2 ounces in each one. Kept a little bit as a sample. This I might enter the state fair. Let's see how it spins and how nice it looks. Because of its the novelty of being the breed. Don't know if I need to pre-draft this or not. I'm not going for woolen, I am going for worsted, which means I'm going to really take my time, get a really nice smooth single, nice, as thin as I can. Oh boy, oh my gosh, it long draws. Oh my gosh, it long draws so lovely. Well, never mind. I'm gonna long draw it. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. It's really pulling in just a little bit too much. I'm gonna stop in an hour, around 5 o'clock my time, but I've been on just over an hour. I usually can't go more than 2 hours at a sitting. I can't tell if there's a bird in the music or there's a bird outside my window. It's funny. just sitting here smiling. uh, this is just so delightful to spin. After fighting with that blue for so long. And I determined the bird is outside my window because it's in this song too. No, it's outside my window. Sounds like a red-winged blackbird. That's what it sounds like. I need a stretch break. I was so anxious to start this, I just didn't take a break. I also need something to drink, so we'll just do that right now. I got so excited about something new to spin. You know how that goes. That is the absolute most fun. Getting the next thing to spin. Uh-oh. Shortcuts. See? Bound to happen. It's a sheep. Polka vibes. I know. I was thinking this. I was thinking more of a. I don't know, Israeli. Anyway, it had some vibes to it, didn't it? Like a Yiddish dance. I could spin this a lot thinner on a drop spindle. This actually has a little bit too much pull on it to get it thin enough. It'll go too thin and break. And a lightweight drop spindle would be really nice, but I don't know. I'm just not a drop spindle person. I had thought about looking for a better Turkish spindle because I bought one and it's just terrible. I can't get it to spin. Bought that a couple years ago, probably 4 years ago. There's a lady woodworker who sometimes comes to fiber fairs that are local to me. Her name is Sister Maid, and it's Maide as opposed to Made. And the whole reason is I don't want to just buy one online. I want to try it. I didn't really try the one I bought. It was pretty inexpensive anyway. Whole big story. I bought it because it was from a lady who was from my hometown. You know, it was that kind of purchase. But I may look for a Turkish. That is the one thing. I don't have a Turkish that really works very good. And I've been trying to think what kind of fiber it would be just so fabulous. I gotta have it. Right. I'm not gonna buy fleece, she says. Right. Raw fleece. I don't want to do that. I got enough of that. I got enough of the dyed 4-ounce braids. It's got to be something I haven't spun before. Don't know if there is that. I've spun so many years. Some color that's just absolutely I gotta have. I'm not real sure. But I'm going to be real picky this year. I'm going to just... I'm going to be real picky this year. And that means I can put a little more money into a drop spindle. One of the things when you spin white fiber, it's so easy to get a black mark on it from where you oil. I'm really careful about that. Of course, I'm going to have to put more oil on, but that's alright. Clean oil is okay. Huh. Didn't get a good join. Try this again. adjusted. There's a little bit of fuzziness to this. More than I expected, really. Not enough twist, that is for sure. Not enough at all. Okay, gotta fix this. Trying to cut back on the pull-in, and it cut back on the twist pulling in. So I'm gonna have to go back to the higher speed. That's enough. Oh no, disaster, a piece of hay. It was a sheep. Hello, Guzzy Sue. Welcome. It is a Roberta by Eortel, Eortel, out of New Zealand. It's been around a long time because I've had this one a long time. Made of indigenous wood, so it has this lovely reddish brown wood, which is soft, and I have some dents because my bobbin will drop and hit it, and I'm like, so that's why I kind of put the cloth down now. This link I'm going to give you is from the Woolery, which is a U.S. store. Yes, and a built-in Lazy Kate, absolutely. Yeah. There you go, if you would like some information or see a close-up picture. They and Ashford had electric spinning wheels before all of this nano craze and everything came along, which you may or may not know about, but this and the Ashford and Alden Amos Alden, I think it's Amos Alden, also made one. Very few people know about that one though. That was a very small production. You have the Ashford 3 at the moment? Okay. I have an Ashford Traditional, which I very rarely put on the stream. I should do that, but it's because it's sideways and kind of hard to get in the camera. It looks like your typical fairy tale spinning wheel. Not a great wheel, but small. You probably know what it looks like. I don't use the Lazy Kate as often as you would think. It seems real convenient, but I don't like taking the singles from here to right here. It's not enough distance to untangle any extra kink and twist and all that. I like my singles down here coming up, and they have some distance to straighten out a little bit before they apply together. So I don't use this Lazy Kate very much that's built in. Yeah, the nanos are nice for sampling. You know, little things. I use it for that. I use it for travel. I have taken this one traveling though too. Not in the car, but I don't ever spin in the car. But as far as size, I find that this one travels real good too. I agree with you. Most people use the Nano as a startup and then go on to the, bigger ones. The Krumsky Sonata is a pretty wheel. I've always liked that wheel. I've never spun on one, but I like the way it looks. And the Lewitt Victoria I'm not familiar with. My daughter has a Lewitt, and I actually don't know what model it is. I get more comfortable in my chair here. I am currently spinning a breed of sheep called California Red. It is from a sheep breeder in Arizona. It's a fold-up wheel. Okay. That's nice. Okay. I have seen it. Now that you say that, I've seen it at Fiber Fair. I didn't spin on it, but I have seen it. It sits real. I think I have. It sits real low to the ground when it's folded up. Kind of folds down to the ground. I may have the wrong wheel. But it seemed, the one I'm remembering had what I consider Lewitt-like wheels. The great big wheels. I should just look it up. Quit talking about what I don't know. Right? No, they don't show it. That's not the one I saw. One I saw was even smaller than that. Alright, I need to go to... Let's see, where am I here? Okay, I still have some music left here. Treadles fold up next to the wheel. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I saw. That one Fiber Fair. Well, yeah, there's another one called a hat box too. I was just going to Google those because I thought of the hat box. But the hitchhiker's a really good idea. Huh. Lewitt S40 hat box. Okay, so Lewitt makes a hat box. It has that big kind of... It kind of looks like it. All right, let me look at the hitchhiker. Wonder if they're still being made, the hitchhiker. I suppose they are. It could have been either one because it sat low to the ground like that, and you know, it could have been either one. You'd love a hat box? I wouldn't say no to any spinning wheel, I'll tell you that. But if I'm putting my money out on one, then I'm going to be picky. I'd have a hard time deciding on another wheel, to be honest with you. So if another wheel comes into my life, more than likely it's going to be a happenstance, right? I find it at an estate sale. I'm not going to inherit it. Nobody in my family has any but me. But that kind of thing. Stop at a yard sale in the middle of nowhere and there's this gorgeous wheel. I like spinning wheels with stories behind them. I think I'm going to have to start pre-drafting this. It is not drafting out as smoothly as it was when I first started out. Probably a bit compacted from being inside the ball. It was drafting really smooth there for a while. These days, I tend to be using the e-spinner simply for speed, yeah. But you keep your eyes open for anything pretty that needs a new home. Yeah. I'm always looking. Truth is, I don't do demos or get together with groups much anymore like I did. It's been years, and if I do, I just take a drop spindle. Really full of static Highlander. Oh. How did you come on that? Is this a local breed for you? It sounds, of course, like a British breed. I'm not familiar with the term. I know Highlander is Scottish, so, but I wasn't guessing Scottish. I love spinning comb fiber, especially locks. I mean, I like top too, but the spin, you comb out nice long locks and spin those. That is such a delightful spin. And if I'm combing, I don't mind doing the combs with the tines and all that, but I like taking just a simple animal grooming comb and combing those locks. You're in the UK. Okay. Breed comes from New Zealand. Oh. Huh. Highlander. Okay. Commercially developed breed for the meat, but the fleece is like a fine Romney. Oh my. I like Romney. Oh goodness. This is a lovely, lovely spin, but it's just a little bit not short staple, but I did not think this was top, but maybe it is. Does it say? It doesn't really say. The thing I like about this Walhalla tunis, which is in Arizona, is on the side here. It's a picture of the actual sheep on the label, and on the side here it says, "Fiber is from Captain, a California red weather, and our Ram's companion." Right? I mean, it's all from one sheep. It's all one sheep. That's the part I really like. I have to Google Highlander. There it is. A maternal composite sheep developed by Rissington. systems and science behind it provide the foundation for performance across the commercial farms in New Zealand. They are now found throughout the United Kingdom and Uruguay. It's called ProBreed Highlander. Boy, they look typical. Well, thank you. That's a new to me breed. We're into our happy music now. It was new to you last year? Well, maybe it's just really, really new. I am winding down here for the day. That fleece is really, that top or roving or whatever it is lovely to spin. But I'm being super careful and, really manipulating, controlling it. My hands are tired. So I will take a break because I want this to turn out pretty good. I want to put it in the state fair. And we are getting close to my 2-hour stopping point anyway. So I'm going to write this down. Pro Highlander. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I'm going to a fiber fair. It will be very, very, very unlikely I will run across a Pro Highlander fleece or fiber processed. But if I do, I'll know what it is now. Mass Bandit, I'm glad that you stuck around, and you have a good evening. And Lazy Me, I will have a wonderful evening. Yes, I am so glad that people will come and just be relaxed and watch the yarn develop. It is soothing for me. It is very relaxing, very tactile, and there are times when I use it to that advantage, right, to wind down and get over some stress that's been going on. And Guzzy Sue, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you come by again. Thank you, everybody. I will be back Tuesday morning. That is okay. It is currently going on 5 p.m. here, so that is, whatever your time is now. It's going to be like 8 hours earlier than that. I come on around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, U.S. time. So if you can catch me, that's fine. I'm not sure. I probably will be spinning this weight, but I may do some cross stitch. Just take a break because I do that now and then. So everybody, take care. Have a great start of the week. Happy Monday. 5 hours. Okay. That's not too bad. I thought UK was more than that. Take care, everybody. Bye.